Howdy fellow Sublimation peeps. In today's video we're going to be doing an old classic, which are printable metal, and these actually fold. There's a little groove kind of milled into it where to give it a nice little fold point. We're going to be printing on these today. These particular ones they're amazing, and they're from a company called Duraluxe. That's a new channel sponsor. So they sent me a care package, a lot of cool stuff. So we're going to be going over that over the next couple months. You'll be seeing more printable metal products from them. But we're going to start out with these little photo panels. They're very similar to something like what you'd say like Duraluxe. They're just a different manufacturer, and they actually mill the little line on there. You can see where when you heat it up, it's very bendable. It's, because aluminum and such likes to bend at higher temperature. So when you heat it up to press it, you can go ahead and bend it and get your nice bend so it sits flush on the table. So yeah, very cool stuff. So we're going to be turning this into one of these. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive on into it. And it's worth mentioning that everything that we use in this video today can be found in the description below. Alright guys, as you know, the first step in anything is to get measurements on everything. So we're going to go ahead and start that first. Now these pieces, what we're going to do is we're going to measure the back with the line there, and we're going to bend it on the front. And these are going to be actually fairly true 4x6s. So we're going to do something like 4 1/8 by 6 1/8. And the same thing on these guys right here. They're going to be 5 by 7, true 5 by 7s. So we're going to do like 5 1/8 by 7 1/8, and then we're going to be happy with that. Same thing with the horizontals are the exact same way. Right at a true 5 by 7. So we're just going to go a little bit bigger than that, and we should be fine. Alright guys, now for the design process, we've already measured the photos, and what I do is I just take these guys into Photoshop, get them to the size I'm wanting. I'm wanting about an 1/8 inch larger than the actual, like this is going on the 5 by 7, and I went ahead and just did that for all these, and I did them on the 8.5 by 11 paper to kind of save paper a little bit. It's not an efficient way to do it, because obviously you could put some smaller things on here if you're going to sub more, but this is all I'm doing for today, so I'm just going to do these 3 pages, and that should be good to go. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get these printing. And what we'll do is we're going to print these on premium presentation matte settings. And I did the overall page at like 10 3/4 by I think 8 3/4 or 8 1/4. Premium presentation matte, high quality, mirror image, of course. Let's see, under advanced ICM. Nothing special at all. And we're going to go ahead and roll this. We're going to go ahead and get this printing, and it'll auto mirror the image, and we'll be good to go. And we'll repeat this process for the remaining 2 pages. Alright guys, first things first, we put the metal on the heat press to kind of get some moisture out of it, if there's any in that surface. First thing we do, we're going to go ahead and cut this paper apart. And metal is one of the easiest things if you're starting out. It's so forgiving, so easy to do, and it's much easier if you do metal face down. It's always way easier, because what you can do, you can literally just set it up on there and line it up. And you can press with confidence, knowing that you have it lined up just fine. So we got the butcher paper, sublimation paper, substrate, and you can see it's lined up. It's just got a real thin line. We're going to put a piece of copy paper down to catch some of the ink. And also, that's not going to be big enough. We're going to do a little more than that, guys. We'll just reuse it if we have to. It's fine. It's totally fine. We'll go ahead and just put that on there. Actually, just like that'll work. And we're going to be pressing these at 400 degrees for 75 seconds with a fair amount of pressure. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Press it. And the important thing is to get the paper off of the metal without moving it. So a lot of times I'll just try to pick it straight up. So we'll let that cook real quick. All right, guys, about 15 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and glove up. These gloves you can get on Amazon. As always, I'll have a link in the description for everything, including the Duraluxe panels and everything. And what we're going to do, as soon as we pop this, we're going to get that paper off and we're going to bend it while it's still warm. So we're going to do that. And we're going to snatch the paper off. And as you can see, it did a photo quality job. And what we're going to do, we're going to take it and we're just going to bend it. Now it's hot, so you definitely want to glove up for this. But you bend it just enough where it looks like that. And that's what we come up with. A nice, pretty little piece that just kind of, you know, looks really nice. And it looks like it didn't allow enough bleed, but it's just how it folds. But yeah, and it sits just like that, and it's nice and beautiful. And it's very glossy. It's like a photo quality, a very high quality gloss. So we'll set this guy aside and go ahead and get the next one, which happens to be this little man right here. That is my nephew. So what we do is, now it's worth mentioning that there's no coating on these, at least not the ones I received. You may have different results, and you're going to want to once again do this with that edge up so it bends the right way. And once again, you just kind of line it up, put it where you need it to go. And there you go. And what we can do, we can go ahead and get a piece of copy paper. And this time we're going to try a little less pressure and see if we can not suction it. But once again, we're going 400 degrees for 75. All right, guys, got about 20 seconds left. Once again, we're going to glove up and get ready to bend it as soon as it comes off the press and we get it going. Maybe with the little reduced pressure, maybe it won't suction to the top. It did way better. Way less movement, which is always what you want. We can just take it and just kind of get it off there. And as you can see, another perfect print. And once again, we take it and we just bend it. And as long as it's good and warm, it'll bend with no problems at all. And there we go, a nice professional looking, just perfect metal print. Thanks to our friends at Duraluxe. All right, guys and girls, what we're going to do, we're going to raise the stakes and actually do a 5x7 this time. And if you'll notice that little cute girl, that is my daughter, Samantha Ray. Who, if you've paid attention to the channel, you've seen her in some videos. That's my little helpy helper. And we're going to go ahead and line that up the best we can. There we go. Perfect. Little edge all the way around. Looks good. We're going to go ahead and put our piece of paper on there. Piece of copy paper. We're going to go ahead and press it again, 400 degrees, 70 seconds. Actually, 75 seconds. My bad. 2, 1, and let's go. That one suctioned pretty bad, because I guess it's a bigger one. Not bad though. It didn't double or nothing. So, and considering we used a picture off Facebook, looks really good. Perfect. And there we go. I might can even unbend that a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And there we go. Nice, super neat, super clean, perfect picture. So we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of these knocked out, and then we'll do a final thought. All right, guys, so that's how you do that. Overall, these things are insanely glossy. They're amazing. The bending is so easy when they're good and warm. Overall, they're an amazing product. The print quality is insane. I mean, you see just how good that is. It looks like a photo. It's just a matter of, and these are just Facebook pictures. They're not even like ultra high def photos or anything. But yeah, they turned out fantastic. So I highly recommend, if you're in the market to do steel printing, even if you're looking for a unique gift to give someone, check out those Duraluxe blanks. And of course we will link those in the description below where you can check those out, because we really appreciate them coming onto the channel and becoming a sponsor and hooking us up with some cool stuff to try out. So, all right, guys, if you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for future sublimation content. And also check out our mailing list. And we have some really big news coming about an application I've been developing to assist with sublimation. Of course, it'll be free and it'll be amazing, and I can't wait to share the details with you. But it's done. It's just waiting on a little more data. It'll be good to go.